Hello, I'm Starlight Flux.
And a rainbow Gretcher for today.
Okay, and we've just finished watching That's a Laugh. MLP episode, I think it's 14?
14,
yeah, 14. Technically I'm watching this before I've gone to BronyCon just so I can avoid...
Spoilers?
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
spoilers.
I don't care. I'm not going to BronyCon, so I don't care.
Yeah, but the thing is...
I mean, spoilers are my thing. I always need a bigger wang on my car. That wang gang life.
Anyway, should we use our usual system?
Wang gang style.
Should we use our usual system then?
Yeah, we should. Or a new system, should I say.
Well, yeah, a new system.
We're still relatively new to it.
Yeah, so I think the story...
Yeah, I was going to say...
What did you think of the story of this episode, Dem? Because I thought it was...
I mean, it subverted expectation in some way. Because we were saying, oh yeah, it's going to be a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. No, it's not.
It was actually a version of that. It only happened near the end once they figured out what was wrong with it.
But that still wasn't a Willy Wonka moment. Because if it was, Piggy would have come away with the factory. But she didn't. Because she's not the prodigy, it's the other guy, which I've forgotten the name, because he's just a bean counter.
So... yeah, so she would have become the prodigy.
She would have become the prodigy, but she's not.
True.
So it's not a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Willy Wonka thing.
I think the suit he was wearing was definitely...
yeah, the suit was...
Samwich's suit was definitely based off that.
I mean, they had to make some form of reference with that sort of thing. I think the story wasn't entirely predictable. Some of it was very predictable.
I think the...
I mean, I was saying throughout... let's throw a party. I mean, they basically did.
I wouldn't say that was a party. It was more him. I think it was less about him throwing them throwing a party. I think it was more about him making people laugh. The thing is there wasn't that interaction there, so he didn't know whether the things he was making was actually having as much of an impact as what you know. There's nothing like actually being told that that your stuff is actually having an impact, and if you can actually see the people laughing when when he's producing this stuff, that's the reason why he enjoyed it initially, because he could basically see people.
I mean, see your point.
No, I see your point. I think it's more about the fact that he didn't have that interaction with.
I will say though, I was surprised at the start when I was expecting, oh yeah, it's a factory cheese sandwich, it's probably going to be a laugh, and it wasn't. Yeah. Yeah. Which is where I thought it was going, and then it didn't.
I mean, the thing is, the whole thing with, it was too formulaic. They were trying to make things laughter, but it was formulaic, and that's...
the laughter was very much. And you
especially with the bean can
formulate humour. I mean, let's be honest, let's look at the great comedies.
Humour is anti-formulaic. It's the very opposite of the formulaic. I mean, the whole point of humour is it's supposed to be unexpected. If it's not unexpected, and if it's not something that comes out of completely left field, it's not. I mean, you get some humour that's just, it's just what you call it, basically just where it's just more physical humour, where it's more Why do you even that? Even stuff that's...
Speaking of humour, shall we move on to that, since we've...
Let's
talk about the humour. I think it was very, very... I think it was alright. We did get a few laughs. Wasn't the most humorous episode in the world, but Weird Al Yankovic is always good in my books.
That's kind of weird, though, you would expect...
I would expect more out of it. It was disappointing in a way. It was kind of funny, but it wasn't, like, laugh out loud. Let's be honest, Pinky and Cheese Sandwich, in the same room, you should be on the floor laughing, and we should never be able to put this episode out because we just can't stop laughing. We're all on the floor, and the sofa is currently empty.
Yeah, I could see that, but
it will become an Ashen's brown sofa.
I mean, it's...
If anyone else gets that, then it's brilliant.
You say that, but I think the whole point of the episode was it wasn't meant to be funny all the way through.
I guess. I see that, but...
story-wise, that's the reason why it probably would be, say, a 7, for example.
I see that, but at the same time, it's like, come on, you've got Cheese Sandwich and Pinky in the room, together. It should be hilarious. I mean, considering him from his first appearance, it was hilarious. and then we see that, essentially a shell. I get it from a story standpoint, but I still think, put cheese sandwich.
So you think the story, while it was good, you don't think it should have actually been...
I think
you don't think
something different.
You think the story should have been completely different so the humour could have worked better with
those two bouncing off each other could be fantastic. Anyone who knows anything about Weird Al knows he's hilarious.
So, in other words, you think the story should be knocked down, say, a point because it basically didn't help towards humour? Because the humour's probably about, say, a 6.
I think it was disappointing. I'd just say it's average at 5. I'd average it at 5. It's like, I mean, come on, for a Pinky and cheese sandwich episode.
I think it was the expectations of it.
Yeah, I mean, when I know Weird Al's going to be
I suppose it's like a, because you did see the thumbnail of that, by the way.
Well, I did see the thumbnail, but at the same time, if cheese sandwiches in an episode with Pinkie Pie, I expect to be on the floor, laughing my ass off.
So yeah, their expectations weren't managed.
No, I don't think they were there. I'm
not just saying that because of from there. It's because we knew from like the start of the episode, because he mentioned it pretty early on. So that kind of builds up your expectations of humour being involved a lot more than it was. So in other words, so would you knock down the story because it didn't utilise them that much?
A little bit, yeah.
So from let's say from a 7 to a 6, then really.
Yeah, I would say
because it was above average episode,
but it wasn't.
But it didn't
reach expectations, and I don't think it used the characters properly.
So what would you score the story as?
I'd say 6 or 5. I'm not massively.
I would say 6 because
I wouldn't say it's stellar. It's not stellar.
Not the story 6. To say about.
I'd say 5. Animation. I did see some. I think I did see some. Stuff I recognise, but they reuse some assets, but at the same time, you're gonna get it in a near 200 episode, cartoon. Okay, not to the extent of DBZ.
I mean, it's not.
But it's not been running anywhere near the length.
Yeah, but the thing is, at least it wasn't as noticeable as a V-colour Big Mac. In something that was
that's a big crime.
Yeah, I mean, because in
Rainbow Road
Road Trip, that was a damn sight more noticeable than some of the things we saw. It's only if you paid attention to it intently that you would notice those reuses.
Yeah, I mean,
to be honest, Disney reuses some of their animation. If you look back at some of their older stuff, some of the similar poses and
it's a common thing to be done. I mean, it's the same thing with... Well, let's be honest, it's not the laziest. Like I say, that episode of Dexter's Lab where it's literally just... They go golfing.
Yeah.
They sit around doing things. You see Dexter and Dee Dee in the background, just lifeless.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay, so basically
it's not that...
So would you give the animation, say, a 6?
Yeah, it's kind of... Actually, I'd give it 5. It's about average. It's what we expect for the episode.
Okay, fine.
It's kind of there. The entertainment, I wasn't bored, let's be honest.
I wasn't bored, so I would definitely give it about a 7. It wasn't boring.
I mean, it wasn't boring, but it wasn't above average. Well, that's maybe slightly. I do like cheese sandwich. I always enjoy a cheese sandwich episode.
I think it was definitely an interesting episode.
I'm talking myself into a 7 at this point. Yeah, fine. And the score. It was Weird Al Yankovic. I'm a fan. I'm going to give it an 8. Don't know about you. I'm just a Weird Al fan. I am incredibly biased.
I mean, to be fair, I think I wouldn't be opposed to that because it was... it definitely fitted Weird Al's style.
It really did.
It sounded slightly similar to some of his other stuff,
I know.
but the thing is, that's because that's part of his style.
I want to know how much influence he had on
I think he probably had a lot.
I
think he had to have a lot in it.
I mean, as a musician, you would let him have a little free reign, but then it fit the character really well.
So yeah.
I'm gonna edge to an 8 because A, personal bias, and B, it just fits.
Yeah, okay.
It really does. I think the score was the strongest part of this episode, and I think it's purely because Weird Al probably had some influence on it.
So in other words, a 6, a 5.
Well, I was going to say, shall we go through story? Story was, didn't we say
6.
5? No, 6.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6 because it didn't utilise. Humour was about average at 5.
That's 11.
Yeah, animation was a 5, so that's 16. Entertainment, I wasn't bored.
2.
I think we compromised at 7, didn't we?
Yeah,
Something like that. 7, so yeah, that's 16, 7, 23. and score 8, so 31. It's above average.
Yeah.
Would I watch it again? Probably just to see Weird Al Yankovic, yes.
Yeah, I think we probably would watch it again.
I would watch it again.
I wouldn't say I would watch it right now. There's certain episodes where I would watch right after watching it the first time.
Yeah. But I wouldn't...
This would not be one of those.
It's one of those that I'd say, this is Weird Al. Not at his best, and by the way, it's funny we're watching this now, because last week was the 30th anniversary of UHF, his feature film, which actually is fantastic and going to recommend watching. By the way, if anyone's not seen UHF, watch it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I probably should get around to watching that.
I have it on my iPad. We can always just bring down the Mac.
Not right now. Still trying to get stuff ready for BronyCon, mate.
Yeah, he is. I'm not.
I should stop mentioning it. I don't want to mention it because I know
you went to BronyCon. You go to BronyCon. I bought a car.
About it.
Let's put it this way: you go to BronyCon. I bought a car. So I don't know who got the better deal out of that.
I don't know.
You have a con. I have a car.
I don't know.
Anyway, shall we wrap this up?
Yep. I'm Starlight Flux.
Rainbow Six Siege. No, Fault Retro.
Don't start this again. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Also, by the way, the reaction is in the description if you haven't already seen it. So
watch it.
Yeah.
Now, please like, subscribe, comment.
God damn it.